Hi, my name is Kasyfil Aziz from class 2C. So today I will tell you a story about an anime that I already watched. The title is Shigatsu Kimi no Uso. So start from Shigatsu Kimi no Uso, or in English, Your Lie in April, is an anime with the genre drama, music, romance, school, and shonen. The story is tells about Kosei Arima, an 11-year-old boy who is talented in playing the piano. He became famous for winning the piano competition Arimasaki. Kosei's mother is known as one of the greatest pianists. Then, she passed away on his dream in piano word to his only child, Arima Kosei. However, Saki educated Kosei harshly. It seemed to make the young Kosei a bit depressed. In his heyday as a champion pianist, he was more like a human robot, entering competition playing the piano with a flat face. He played all the melodies of his piano without the slightest mistake. Kosei never had a problem with how to train his mother. What Kosei's want is only one thing. His mother can recover from her illness. Kosei thinks the only way he can make his mother happy is to win the competition. He is participating. However, in a competition, Arimasaki had the opportunity to witness her son perform firsthand. Kosei was very happy at the time. Unfortunately, after Kosei's appearance, Saki scolded him harshly. At the time, because of his anger, Kosei said inappropriate word for his mother. People like you should just die. And indeed, not long after that incident, his mother actually died. Since that, Kosei has experienced some kind of trauma when playing the piano. After 2 years, Kosei do not play the piano and he is starting to feel bored and his life is less colorful. Even though he is always accompanied by Tsubaki and Watari, musical friend who always care about him. One day, Watari said that he has a new girlfriend, namely Miyazuno Kaori, a beautiful violinist who seems to be Kosei. Take care of you two. Kosei restrained himself because Watari is his best friend. Since then, Kaori is also close to Kosei, playing the piano again. He even invited Kosei to be his accompaniment pianist. Kosei learned that he can play the piano freely, unlike the previous style of playing the piano. But Kaori had some illness then that make she's not live for the longer. And what is the Kaori Miyazono illness? Kaori had a terminal illness. This is cannot be called a disease, but terminal illness is when a patient is diagnosed with a terminal illness, then the patient cannot be saved and is just waiting for death to pick him. Under the dim light of the lamp, Kaori walked while swinging her arms. In his mind, He was playing a seven-color symphony on stage with Arima Kosei. Kosei has really changed the color of Kaori's monochrome life to be colorful. Now, she is no longer offering a contact lenses, is not fixated on sometimes torturous scores, and most importantly, she is now close to Arima Kosei. In the midst of the strains of the imaginary violin that he was playing, suddenly his leg went limp. Oxygen, which normally flows smoothly from the lungs to the brain, was suddenly blocked due to the reduced supply of red blood cells from the bone marrow. The red blood cells produced by her bone marrow were poor quietly, so they were hit by the white blood cells in Kaori's body. To make matters worse, Kaori's bone marrow was so badly damaged that her body had trouble supply blood, resulting in his entire body limp and brittle. Now, there are no more strands of violin melodies that he can play. She can play. She couldn't even hold the strings anymore. Bone marrow failure, doctors call it, a rare disease that affects 3 out of 3 million people worldwide. This disease causes the sufferer to become weak because the bone marrow, which normally produces blood, is damaged. Kaori would dream of swiping violin string on stage with Arimakause finally had to end up on the operating table. Kaori heartbeat slowed down, and stopped forever on the operating table, leaving very deep memories, not only for Kousei, but also for Watari and Tsubaki who have always spent time together lately. Miyazono Kaori is finally gone for good, and there's also a side story about Tsubaki who loves Kousei so much because she's her friend since a kid, but her feeling was never accepted by Kousei. And there's a scene when Kousei plays the piano, he can hear the sounds of piano. That because he always thinks about his mother, and then his depression is coming again. And there's another scene that make me feel so touched when Kosei getting his life again after playing piano with Kaori that makes Kosei forgot about his past. And for the last of my story, regarding the title Shigatsu Kimi no Uso, which means your light in April, it was taken from the scene when Kaori and Kosei first met in spring. On the month is April, where Kaori said that she liked Watari, even though what she actually likes is Kosei himself. But Kosei never got uh, her feelings after she passed away. So this is a story from me. Thank you for reading my story and goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.